Oh, the time has come. I think we're on. Shoot. Let me get my beverage situated. How you doing, man?
Oh, I'm good.
How you doing? You doing all right?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Hey, I gotta say, dude, I'm a little jealous. I need to get a haircut myself. How do you keep that fresh mane?
I just don't shampoo it, and it works pretty well.
I went back to the title card. I was laughing so hard. Ladies and gents, I got Richard Van down here. He looks a little different than we're used to, but listen, everyone's changed in the dark times. Richard got a makeover. What have you been up to, man? You been busy?
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of other video games.
Dude, you've been playing a lot of Rust. That's what you've been playing.
Rust, yeah. Dude, I just told you, man, I played 15 hours straight last night, all the way till 9 a.m., slept, woke up again, and then played again from 1 till just
Dude,
now.
How do you manage to play that game with those tiny arms?
I can't think of anything clever. I don't know.
All skill.
Yeah, I borrow this guy over here.
Oh, hey!
And he helps me out. I'm like a person over the cab, you know, like over the shoulder cab.
Right.
You know, like whispering what to do, and this guy just does all the work.
It's the hand that gets me the most. It's just this guy over here. This gentleman to my right, or my left, your right. That's
guy
fucking
has
hilarious.
no name. He has no name.
Everyone has like a thing that makes them infamous on the Lazy J. Either it's like you got some crazy hairdo that you grew all your hair out, now you look amazing, or you know you're doing some other thing. You've got a whole new look. And a clean shirt. I respect the button up. I'm a fan of the button ups as well myself.
I know. I actually have it buttoned up all the way. Normally, let me remove my. Let me go back to my normal.
There we go.
My normal is like more like this. Okay, cool.
You gotta air it out.
This is me. This is me now.
This is me.
Sorry, I forgot.
This is me in my natural habitat.
Yeah. If you know me, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you mean, dude. It's keeping it cool. It's keeping it fresh. Speaking of, I've got my tasty homebrew beverage. Let me tell you what this is, because we were talking about it before. This is a concoction. I looked in my liquor cabinet. It's a little bit not together. I've had some changes. Mm-hmm. So this is orange juice with like maybe a 0.5 shot of Tito's, because that's all that was in the bottle, and some vermouth. And it's just basically spiked orange juice. That's what it tastes like.
It's a screwdriver, but with Tito's, and vermouth is used in martinis. So,
yeah, no, we're doing a thing. I don't know what we're doing.
Screwdriver, martini.
It's a new driver. Yeah. It's a new driver.
New driver. Oh, that's pretty cool.
That's what it is, man. We've got some folks in the chat. We've got Brian Aston from Up in Jacks. We've got Jeremy Eisenhower. Getting back in the midst. You remember Ice?
Ice, man. Happy early birthday, Ice.
Yeah, that's right. It is his birthday. What, Saturday, right? He's going to be doing the jam.
Yeah.
This is dope. We were supposed to do this last
season.
Yeah. Last season. It was like a whole thing. You were going to do the thing with the bath bombs. You were in your bath bomb thing.
Yep.
We're gonna get you in the bathtub. You had to like set up the whole thing. You ordered like just a shit ton of bath bombs.
Oh yeah, dude. Dude, during COVID, I mean, bath bombs are underrated. Baths overall are underrated, man. They are one of the biggest relaxers ever. Yeah. And I bought those expensive Lush. They're like $4 to like $8 bath bombs per bath. They're ridiculous. I went overboard.
Right? No. You do your thing, man. You go overboard. You got COVID hobbies. I keep telling everybody on the show, you fucking learned to become a pilot. I feel like that's the most insane COVID hobby you can do. But like, did you have like a lead up? Because I knew you had your buddy who was a pilot already, and you guys have been hanging out, and I think you got like introduced to the airfield from there, and you're like, okay. But when were you just like, I'm gonna be a pilot now? Like, when did that happen?
Okay, my arm's getting tired, so I'm gonna go to my real I'm gonna use this guy as a puppet, cause
Yeah. No, let it. This is Richard Van. This other guy, that's the puppet. So just let it be known. I want to make sure that's clear. The common misconception.
Replacement me.
This is already the best episode ever. It's already the best.
Yeah.
It's already the best. This has puppets. This one has puppets.
Yeah, no. So here's the thing. There's a couple of reasons why I wanted to fly. So one is a lot of my offices were close to like regional airports, like small airports.
Yeah.
So I had a lot of patients that were pilots. And then I've always been scared of small planes, even though like I'm okay with like the big planes, but the small ones are always scary.
Yeah, man.
And so I've always something I wanted to do, but I've never done it because it's scary. Number two was my house when I bought it. It was originally owned by an actual pilot.
Oh,
and he owned an aviation company. He owned an aviation insurance company, and he actually left me a pilot's jacket that I have in like my thing, but it's like an actual like airline pilot's jacket. He left it for me because I told him I was interested in it.
Oh, sick.
And then number three is watching The Bachelor, and then Pilot Pete was like the most recent, and I was like, man, I could do this. And then so I did it, and then it was a time that like because there was like 2 months of my office being closed, so I was like, I could just.
I remember
it took longer than 2 months, yeah. So I just did it, and I kind of gunned it pretty quickly, and then.
I remember you were always talking about The Bachelor. You never miss an episode of The Bachelor. We be doing draft night, and you're like, no, I gotta watch The Bachelor. It's Thursday night, guys. I gotta watch The Bachelor.
Yeah.
What do you think? If you got a shot to go on the show, would you do it? No.
No, I wouldn't do it. No, I wouldn't do it because my friend was on the show, so he says that for 2 months you're disconnected from social media, you're disconnected from your phone, and you have to that way you interact with people on the show, but you're disconnected from like society pretty much for 2 months. And then for a whole year you have to be free to get called back to do like the after show stuff and all that stuff. So I was like, man, I can't do that. And then me being Asian, it's like, dude, being cut off from like technology is like, I would just be like, don't give me a rose. Like, go home, please.
Just give me my phone.
Give me my damn phone. Give me my phone, my technology. Like, yeah, that's.
One thing. So about being Asian. So not only do we have the what is it now? It's like the Black Asian Pack. I mean, like a Black Asian group now on Facebook where we're all supporting each other for. What do they call it? What's the word?
Wakanda? Was it Wakanda? Team
No.
Wakanda? We did like.
No, it's not the Wakanda group. This is like, I don't even know what the equivalent would be, but like a buddy of mine. He's Korean, Justin Che. He invited me to what's called the Black Asian Alliance group on Facebook. And it's just like this thing where black folks, Asian folks are like coming together to realize like, hey man, shit's going down for us in America right now. We should like all be on the same team. Which is cool, which is like what everybody's been saying already. But one thing I really think is really funny between you and I is between the two of us, all right, you have to answer. Between the two of us, who's more Asian?
Oh, dude, we got that story. Oh, God.
Who's more Asian between the two and I?
You're more Asian. I mean, yeah, you're more Asian in the fact that, like, we ordered the first time I had the Ramune Japanese soda.
Yeah.
I was funny. We went to go get
sushi.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, right afterwards, I was like, how do I open this thing? And then you were like, no, you just do this. And he popped it open. I'm like, man, you would be the one. Like, I'm the Asian one drinking an Asian soda. I can't even open it. And you're the one that it's showing me how to freaking open a Japanese soda.
That's
right now.
all we drink at the cons, man. Just these expensive $3 ramenes.
I thought that was funny that you did that. And I was like, man, I'm like a disrespect to like Asian people now. I'm not knowing how to open it, and you're the one that's teaching me how to open the Japanese soda.
My wife, I always get on her. I've got like. She has really big eyes. I have very small eyes. So she's always making fun of me. She's always calling me Blackanese. I kind of like it though. It's like a whole, it's a whole thing. And I've always had a.
It's Blasian.
It's Blasian. It's Blasian.
It's
Blasian.
Like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Blasian. I like it though because there's so many like cultural stuff. I grew up. We had Nintendo at home. I've always had like a thing for Asian culture and like at large, but like specifically Japanese stuff. I think because of Nintendo, but.
Yeah.
Like the food is amazing. I've got like all these books and I don't know. It's just a really cool and interesting culture. So I've always been like integrated in that. And growing up in DC, there's like a lot more diversity up there. You know what I mean? So you can meet a whole bunch of different people and you get friends from like all over the country, different areas, different regions. We're like, here it's a little different. North Carolina it's a little different. So I'm glad I had that experience. I think it really like shaped me in a way. But I always love that, man. I always love that we get along on that story. We can joke like that. It's fun.
Yeah. No, you're going to Japan soon too. I keep on. Yeah.
I was supposed to go to Nintendo World. 2020.
Dude, yeah, we gotta go. I'll go with you when you go, but I don't want to like intrude on your.
You know where I really want to go? Like Asian vacation. I would love to go to like Singapore and like Hong Kong. Just hit all the big major cities. You know what I mean?
Street meat is like the best thing in Singapore, man.
Yeah.
Singapore has really good street meat.
My buddy in Korea, he keeps sending photos of all these bars and restaurants and stuff he goes to, and the whole city looks like cyberpunk. And I'm like, God damn it. You guys have great internet and cool buildings and good food. Like, shit, man. I got to get over there.
It's nice.
It's good. It's good. JP's in the chat. Finally, Richard's interview.
I know. I've been holding out for a while.
Richard's been holding out. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, dude. I wanted to break into like the first thing. I asked Heather when she was on the show, like, why are we friends? And like, we had a whole thing about that. But I remember I was thinking about it in the car. I'm like, when did Richard and I meet? Because like, we're pretty good friends now. And we've been friends before Killer Queen, because you told me that Glitch had the Killer Queen cap.
Yeah.
I think we had met probably doing First Fridays, like at First Friday?
Yeah, through Tom Van.
Through Tom, that's what it was. That's the missing link. Right. And you're like, no, we're not related. It's just last name's Van.
Yeah. So his wife is partnered with me at one of the offices or whatever. So she's the one out of Pembroke Pines. So, and I've known her. I used to work with her before, and then I really liked her a lot. And then I was like, hey, I'm gonna get another office soon. I need you to be like the main doctor there. Like you'll be partnered there.
Yeah, man.
We'll get a cut of like the business. So she was like, yeah, and then she like, dude, that's crazy, man. That's like. You know how much I joke around whenever she I kind of like told her, give her heads up like more than a year. I was like, it's gonna happen sometime. And literally the moment she did that, like I was like, hey, now's the time. She's like, just puts in her 2 months notice right then and there. Even my eye. And she got kids and everything like that too.
Yeah.
So like I was like, whoa. Like, it was a big thing. I was like, I'm technically supporting a family, and I was like, man, I got responsibilities, and people actually trust me. Like, you actually trust me, dude, to quit your job. Like, I was like, that's crazy, but it's like,
yeah, man. Yeah, it's wild. That's super cool. Like the whole business aspect of it, and you've been killing it, man. Like I don't know how you do it. You like one thing I really like about you. You work like ridiculously hard. I don't know how you do it. You make that shit look fucking easy, but then you also play just as hard. Like I've seen you go through Animal Crossing, just like blow through that game, learn everything there is to learn, figure out the hacking, figure out this, the glitching, the duplicating. You were like showing me all that shit, like giving us the cool items and stuff.
And then modding the items and
you do deep dives like on everything. How do you like find the discipline and dedication to like go in like that on stuff?
One, I think I just always got into stuff. Two is like Adderall gets you super hyper focused on everything in detail. Yeah. And then like what happens is too, I think with Animal Crossing, I was already into jailbreaking switches. So I had like a dedicated jailbroken switch.
Yeah, you had
so
that,
I got into Animal Crossing, played the game, and then everything starts to like cross over. So it gets a little bit easier because like once you start to like have multiple hobbies, it becomes overwhelming, but then like they also start to cross over. Like they do kind of cross over in certain aspects of them, so it actually makes it easier to pick up certain hobbies because there's an overlap in a lot of them. Like for instance, like Animal Crossing doing the modding stuff, I already had a hacked Switch, so like I didn't have to like learn how to hack my Switch to be able to like mod out the game and stuff like that. Right.
Yeah, and I can see another one of your hobbies in the back right there, the big reds. We were talking about the about the flight setup that you got for Star Wars Squadrons. I got a seat in that chair. You got a video of it. That was a lot of fun. We came over to the house and I blew my chunks. But that's crazy, man. Let's get the hobbies actually, because like how many hobbies do you have? I knew one of the first ones you had that I knew about was bikes. You love bikes. You've got a whole bunch of bikes. Yeah. Motorcycles,
music, guitar, mainly. That's been a long time. Surfing has been a long time, but that's kind of faded because I can't be like disconnected as much. And then surf here is not the greatest anyways. Those are like my long-term ones. I feel like
I didn't know you surfed.
Yeah, I surf. Like when I go to Nicaragua, I stay there for a whole month. That's what I'm doing the whole time is surfing the whole.
I remember that trip. Yeah, dope.
Yeah.
So we got surfing. That's 4 video games.
Yeah. Dude, my whole Discord like background is me surfing on the thing. My Facebook profile is like.
Oh yeah. No, you're right.
I don't know, man. It's a lot. Flying planes now.
Yep.
Aviation is that. I could just look at my house. 3D printing.
Oh yeah. Oh dude, that printer. Do you have that? Can we see that? Is your camera
I have a couple. Yeah, I can rotate my camera around.
What's that big ass one that you had?
The big ass one's in the other room. I can't do
that.
Okay. I don't have enough cable, but that's a Prusa i3 filament one. Then there's a resin printer that's a small one, but I have a really big resin one there. I have another Prusa in the other room, and then I have like an all-in-one that does like laser and a little bit like wood CNC stuff too.
You printed. Oh yeah.
Like the buster. He's not glued together, so it's gonna come off.
Oh.
I won't carry.
No, yeah.
This is like one of the ones I painted and took my time to paint, but this is from Apex, the Wingman gun.
Oh hell yeah! Look at dude, the Wingman. Yeah, it looks so nice, man.
Remember when we first played this? This game was OP'd, man.
I remember.
Game was broken,
yeah,
dude.
I remember. We played. It was me, you, JP was in there. Sometimes some other folks. We would be going in there playing Apex. God, who was that? Baby, I think played one time too.
I don't think I played Baby. Yeah, I know he plays Apex.
Yeah, that was back when I was, not trash at Apex, which was I was always trash at Apex.
Yeah.
That game was a lot of fun. We played a bunch of stuff. So we were doing that. We played some Monster Hunter World when it came out. Getting with some of that.
Played World. We played a lot of games.
Yeah, now we're playing Monster Hunter Rise, and like there's been a whole bunch. You've been trying to convince me to play fucking Rust, and I'm just like, no. It's too deep.
Dude, it's deep, man. Like I was literally raiding like up until now, and then we were like transporting all the goods from the other base. Like literally, I don't know. Like I told you, did I tell you why like all my friends started? So it's like I'm on a 4-person server. I started playing on a solo thing, and then I just got super stacked super quickly. I was just like in the zone, and like everything just played correctly, and then I found an exploit. So like it's like Minecraft, so it's like a procedural map. So it just randomly generates it. So like one of the monuments is like glitched out where you can actually go up underneath without having to go get key cards and getting fuses and stuff like that. So like at first glance, it looks like you can't go into it, but I figured out a way to like just kind of jump through it, and it's just for this wipe, I guess it's gonna be like that. But I figured it out, and then I was able to farm that like crazy too. So I was able to, but I was already like stacked or whatever. But I was asking my other friend on stream on Discord because he was watching. He's like, "Oh crap, yeah!" And then I did it, and then like they all started popping on, and now we're like super stacked, and we're just like we're taking over that server. And
what is it? What do you think? Because I mean, there's a couple hobbies that will be like long-standing things. You've been playing KQ, since we've been playing. Surfing, music. Some of these things like stick, but like now obviously like you're not playing Animal Crossing now. Like you've done everything. Like some things fall off, but some things stay. Like what is it about Rust that like keeps you? You know what I mean? Like keeps you engaged and keeps your attention.
That game is constantly updated like crazy from the very beginning when it was an alpha stage to like
it's been around for a long time.
It's been around for long. They just added like this past month. They added a whole subway system of tunnels with like new loot, all that stuff underneath. And it's a whole different map. Like once you get down underground, you're not looking at the same map anymore. You're looking at the underground tunnels that take you to all like the whole map and all that stuff. And it's a completely like that game changes like, and that's probably another reason too because I got really into playing that game and flying the little mini copters that they have in that game too. That might have helped with me like fly. The Killer Queen too. It's like yeah, I can now talk crap to people that play Killer Queen, like, yeah, do you really know how to fly?
Right.
Actually have to fly,
you can tap here. Yeah, I remember you told me when Glitch had it. That was like back when they still had the cabs like side by side and no one knew what the hell was going on. We're doing the teams like back in the old days, man. That was some good times. Like when you get that feeling something is new and everyone's going in on it. And we had played together. I want to say the first team. I forget what was like the team name. Yeah,
they chose it because we wouldn't choose it. It was called like, it was like something or it was just someone had a shirt on. Whoever, I think it was Mike, the one that comes there occasionally. Like random. He had something on his shirt and he just read it off like that's your team name, and it was whatever he had on his shirt at that time. And then we played. I remember the very first draft night because I think we tried to show up one day because on default on the cab it says like Monday nights is draft night.
Yeah.
Default. And then we showed up and there was no draft night there. I think, like, there was no draft night at all going on.
Right.
But they just left whatever was default on the cab, and then I think after that we're like, oh, I guess I don't know if that sparked them actually fulfilling and actually doing a real draft night because people were actually interested in it.
Right.
I remember that wasn't a real thing. That was just something that was like a default screen display on there,
just something if we like happen to see it at some point. Oh, dude, I just fucking noticed. Are you drinking out of like a unicorn cup? Is that what we're seeing?
Yeah, and I'm drinking Gatorade. So it's like my teeth all blue. I'm drinking now, so my teeth is all blue now. But I'm drinking blue Gatorade.
Gatorade. That's a gnarly cup. Yeah, man. That's really. I know.
Cool. It says you are. I wanted to.
Oh, you are unique. Look at that.
Yeah.
A steady reminder to all of us in life. It's true. All of us unique.
Yeah.
So we're going through. We played a bit. When did we form? Because I was talking with all the other folks about how we kind of came together. You're the last of the arguably team members to finally make it to the Lazy J. When did we come in to play? Because I remember when we first formed up, we went to Hive Hustle, but like JP came in, Floyd came in from Pan Galactic. He jumped ship, came to Pan Galactic. You were just kind of like coming and playing. I think we had played for the first draft nights, like those couple weeks, so we had already like played a bit. But do you remember like when you really like came on the team and like we did that?
I think we came on. So what happened was I think we played in the very beginning, and then I took off. I went to like Southeast Asia for like 2 months.
Yeah.
Remember? Like, November I left, and I come back the next year, and then I came back to play again. And then I recognized like Dave, Floyd, and all them, and then we played. I think that's when we had real draft nights afterwards. But I was gone for like 2 months because I was just traveling.
Yeah, I remember
and
that.
Backpacking, and then I think we were making a team. And then you, Chelsea, and Deanna were already like, because you were like gonna pull them on. And then I guess I jumped on the cab playing, but they didn't know I knew you already.
Right.
And then they like looked at me and they're like, yeah, we should get this guy. And then he's like, no, I know this guy. Yeah, we already know.
You should get this guy.
Because I was MIA during that time.
Right.
I remember that. And then they're like, oh no, like this guy knows what he's doing. and then they're like, yeah, he does. I know this guy already.
Right. That was a fun time. That's always fun, man. When people like don't know and it's like, no, this guy's actually pretty good. Sometimes that still happens. It's rare, but like sometimes.
But I think arguably was like, because we had our super tryhards or whatever, and then I think arguably was just from Red Bull. JP talked about it, how it came up, and then the official signups came up, and I was like, yo, I posted up, I did what I normally do, is like, hey guys, like, let's do this. I already got registration for us.
Yeah.
This is how much it would cost to fly over there. This is how much boarding it is.
Dude, it was like $45 those flights, dude. It was so cheap. Yeah.
I think it was like $200 max for us to go there and back, and like not to like in having boarding and everything for that whole weekend. And then it was just like, and you guys were like, I'm down. You even saved more. You went directly to the airport to buy your ticket.
Yeah.
Dude. I feel like it was to save an extra like $20 or $30 on the ticket, which is like a big percentage because the flight was already
hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. I remember that shit.
Yeah, but that's still my favorite tournament because it was crazy, dude. That felt like, I don't know, man. That was like a whole different like.
There's something to say for like first tournaments, but like even that wasn't even your first tournament. You had already been to Chattanooga at that point, and traveled out. But then like first like tournament with a scene from South Florida, playing out there and representing, like that was. I think it's Floyd's favorite too. It's definitely one of my tops.
Yeah. You know? Our Airbnb was awesome. Dude. 2 was like that 7 before BB4. That was 7 cabs that were all in the same like place. Dude.
Yeah.
And then it was just like you're in LA too, so it's like it was a combination of all that, and like JP was like breakdancing on the freaking warehouse floor that we were like staying on and stuff.
We had the JP always gives me shit. We had the I call them the lost archives of Hive Hustle now, where we were like recording a bunch of stuff. That was back when you were like going really hard on kendama, because Glitch had all the kendamas, and so you were doing all the tricks.
The videos, man, you never made that video.
They're on the archives
too. The way I explained it too, and it made an analogy to like kendama. That was like it was like on the first take too,
dude,
and it was completely improv too, which like was pretty.
You were doing this crazy kendama trick where you're trying to get all of the points, because like you do left, right, top, and then you flip and do bottom. And you
and
nailed
then I was
them.
like, you just gotta, yeah. And I did it all, and I was like, yeah. The point of it is like, you just gotta get that berry, you gotta get it in the hole. And then I did a kendama, and I landed in the kendama as I like was saying it. Like, it was like, it was like as if it was. If anyone saw it, they would think I like took multiple takes.
Yeah,
like,
no, it was one take. It was one take. I have to go dig that up. I've got them somewhere. They're like on a drive. I need to just get them and like cut them and release them from like the archives, man. I'm notorious. I shoot footage. I hate editing though. So like I love shooting, but I hate editing. I gotta like just send it to some guy to edit it for me. We will put it together that way. But we did that. You were always really good about like going out. Like a lot of people don't know, but like early on for our scene, you went out and got so much recon for like South Florida as a scene. You went to Chattanooga. You told us like, guys, like you know what it's like? You felt like what is it in Dragon Ball? Like at the very beginning of the seasons where like there's some character that comes in, like Trunks, future Trunks comes in, and they're like, guys, you don't understand, in a couple years the androids are coming. And like you're just like warning us of like how crazy people are in the scene, how good they are, and like you would always say it. We always joke with you. I always do my Richard impression.
No, but I was like the Asian parent that was like, not good enough. Yeah. Need to go better. Do better. Do better. Like, that was my mentality. Like literally, like, so we were confident into the point
we were.
Before me going to Chattanooga, we're like, Floyd was talking about getting a limo and rolling up. I was like, dude, don't do that. We're gonna look bad if we lose. Like we don't know how good we are. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to Chattanooga, get some intel, see how it is, learn like the meta.
Right.
And then like, and I came back. I was like, dude, no, guys, take it down a lot more.
A lot more.
And everybody's like, you're so discouraging. We need to be a team.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm like, trust me, guys. Just let's take it a huge notch back. This is the terminology. Like, ledging is a person guarding the berries and not letting them. You gotta have someone there. We haven't had a designated ledge. That's a person. When someone gets off of it and dies, you need to call somebody else back there to fucking do that. That's the term for it.
I'm dying because I remember exactly how it was.
Yeah. I was like, Queen's on last. That means that she's on last. It's not like, hey, the Queen. We just gotta kill her. Well, like, there's too many freaking words. It's Queen's on last. That's it. We were so aggressive.
Like, because we grew up in the scene. It's like all we wanted to do was cool shit. We want to do cool shit. Killing the Queen's cool. Being a warrior's cool. Doing everything's cool. Fuck berries. Berries are whack. You know, Laser Wolf runs berries. Boo, boo. Like, it was so dope. Like, our whole mentality was just like, we are the shit. We're gonna do so much stuff.
No, we just had to learn the ledge. And then, like, I remember JP, I came back. So I knew about the trip. So remember, like, when we first started the first season before we traveled, I did research. What I do is I just Google freaking the game and find the guide, instructions. So I found all the Facebook groups. I remember, like, I was like, oh, I found these awesome flashcards.
The flashcards. The flashcards
in Minneapolis. They're called like the infographics or whatever that they have.
Yeah.
But it has like the sheets that showed like how to stick and do all that stuff. There was triple tap in there. And I remember I tried to do it, but I never had the rhythm because it says to do the triple tap, but I could never hear it.
Right.
And not until I went to Chattanooga, I got to actually see what the rhythm is. It's 3 fast taps, but you don't know how fast is fast.
Right.
This is relative, yeah. So then I came back, started doing it over and over again, and then JP was like, that's so fucking annoying. And he kept on hearing the taps, triple taps or whatever, and then JP, like, I think rhythmically, like, it was burned in his head, so he did the triple tap with that rhythm, but he doesn't do, like, the claw, he does, like, the normal taps on it.
Yeah, he's just a fast tapper, man.
But he got it down, but I remember he was like, dude, why did you do that? I'm like, dude, it's gonna help you out, trust me, it's like, it doesn't stick. And then I remember, I was pretty like I said, it was an Asian parent, like tough love. It was like the tough love. Like no.
You do better.
We could do better. Which, dude, the stream, it paid off. Like on stream, we could rewatch it again. On stream, like, who are these guys? We thought they were LA people. Like, they actually know what they're doing. Like, what the heck?
No one knew about us. We played against Palmer and I always remember Palmer, Amanda. It wasn't. I think it might have been like a amalgamation of Toxic. I don't think it was Toxic.
Yeah.
But it had Palmer on it, and we were trying to figure out what to do, and we got bodied our first game on day map, and we're like, ah, shit.
Yeah. Which is everybody's strongest map, but then we got the other one.
Yeah, we got the last two.
Yeah.
Because I was still like in the Swiss. They were doing that Swiss like round robin, so it was all seeding or whatever. And it was funny because like when we won that one, it put us in the hard bracket for the Swiss that they were doing, because like the teams that lost played the teams that lost, and the teams that won played the teams that won. So we started playing, like, we played Domish's team and got destroyed. Like we played some other teams.
Oh, I remember when we played. It wasn't Domish, it was the other Portland team with Matt and
Cody.
The rest of the Cody.
Yeah.
Remember? Hey,
yeah, I remember.
Right before the tournament, you guys were doing we were just doing like scrimmaging, like we were just doing just fun games or whatever, but with the teams or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I remember the look on your face, because I knew it was Portland. So I remember it was literally a 30-second game. I'm pretty sure it was a 30-second game.
It was fast as fuck.
No joking. I remember you guys had the most discouraged look on your face, and I just started laughing. I was like, guys, don't worry. This is the best team out here, okay, guys? This is not like a good team. This is the best team, like one of the best teams out here, dude.
Dude,
just don't
Cody fucked my shit up. Cody was the first person in the national scene that like literally mind fucked me, where I didn't know why I lost. I didn't know what happened. I swore to God I had him on night.
Because he can do the hard stick without having to drop afterwards. So he does a hard stick and has a timing where he never ever comes down or whatever. That's what it was. Never. And you said it in the last one too. You said it in the last.
I always talk about that shit.
I never drop. You had to have the perfect timing on that.
He was so cool and casual about it. I was just like, oh my God, who is this man? I need to learn so much. Like, and to this day, I feel like I haven't actually played Cody again since that time. Like, we didn't play him at BB4. I haven't been to any other tournament he's been to, or at least not. I've played him, so it's like I've never played him ever again. That's the only experience. It like raises the legend.
Sam.
Sam.
JP's the ladder triple tapper, and then Sam asks about the puppet appearance. I guess is someone like
puppy appearance?
Saying,
I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
He's still here. I'm here. What's up, Sam? Hi.
It's either that, unless he's talking about your fur baby, Bella. Best girl.
Oh, wait, puppy. I'm just misreading this. Oh, puppy.
I feel like it could have been a typo. I don't know. Right, Sam? What do you think? Huh? Puppy? Puppet? Who knows? No one knows. Oh, there she is. The fur baby. That's Bella. Bella is down for whatever. I've seen you take that dog flying, biking down the street. I've seen her wearing a helmet. Yeah, on the motorcycle. Yeah. She is down for whatever. Super chill, super sweet. Loves the rubs.
Extreme. Okay, yeah. So Sam's like, it wasn't. I thought you meant puppet. She meant puppy.
I was not aware of the puppet.
I misread that.
Yeah, no.
Bad. Yeah.
I think this is. Is this the first? This is the first puppy, I think, on the Lazy Day. It's usually cats. I think this is the first. Yeah, I think this is the first. Leave it to Bella. I learned very quickly. You brought Bella to brew one day, and we were talking, and while we're talking, I'm just like, giving her some rubs, and then you told me, it's like, hey man, if you rub her, dude, she's never gonna let you stop. And I'm like, no, it's fine. And then she was like, no, keep rubbing.
Nudges you, yeah.
Yeah, she like nudges and like puts herself in the way. I was like, oh, I see what's happening here. Okay, I got it for next time. Gotta ration these pets.
Yeah. No, and then I met Sam. I thought it was funny though, because like you interviewed Sam, and then Sam was like, he's like, yeah, I remember meeting Richard for the first time, and it's like all he did was talk. I'm like, yeah, that's 100% me. Like that's talking is literally
that was me. I'm the pappy.
Loudest tapper and annoying, and talking too. Yeah, loudest tapper and talker.
In that episode, was she at the Korean? No, she wasn't at that dinner.
She was no. She was at, so the Korean was like late at night.
Yeah.
That's one with I remember that was with Lancaster, and we were talking about Dragon Ball.
Right.
But no, that was, you guys weren't there yet. So I took an earlier flight, and I came in earlier.
Right.
You guys took the Spirit flight. I flew back with you guys, but I didn't fly there with you guys. I got there earlier. You guys got there like at midnight.
Yeah, we got there hella late.
So I hung out with them that day of, and I had met them earlier, and then I had played at the 8-bit circus, played with 2-bit circus. I don't know how many bits, but
how many bits? Mini bit circus.
Yeah, whatever bit circus with them.
Right.
But it was in Japantown. We got like food somewhere there, and then I had sat with them and I had met them all. But I remember in the group chat, we were like, hey, we're gonna go get food. and I like jumped in and met like pretty much everybody. But
do you remember we were walking around? I think it was one of those days. It was a pretty nice trip. We were there for a couple days. I want to say like maybe 3 or 4 days. And we were walking around, like going to Japantown and walking. And then we were like, from the Airbnb, because it's in the art district, we were like, yo, is this Skid Row? And we're like walking by all the tents and shit, and all these guys were outside like screaming at the top of their lungs. We're just like, oh shit, keep going, keep walking. And then we were in Little Tokyo, and there was like a police chopper going over the top, and some cops just like some cops just like walked up to us. They're like, hey, did you guys see anyone shooting around here? And we're like, no, officer.
Yeah, I felt like a movie. I was like, man, I feel like I'm in a movie right now.
We were like freaking out, like what the hell? Maybe we were in like some anime store or something. Oh, that's where you guys got the headbands. We went in that little that little store.
Yeah, that's JP and Floyd. They got the headbands together, matching headbands.
Yeah.
I'm not a part of the. I'm not at that level of the bromance with the headbands, but I haven't seen them wear the headbands in a minute. But
dude, we got a pretty good bromance, I think, going on for arguably. I remember before we had that Airbnb. I stayed with JP in like the big king bed. You were with Floyd.
Oh,
eternal roommate.
Dude, so me and Floyd have gone a long ways because like the first one we went to, we were there. Remember, Floyd went to sleep with me, so he
he was on that little futani thing.
Yeah, but it like stored like the ottoman or whatever, ottoman or whatever.
Yeah.
And then there was no blankets, so like we gave him like a curtain and he was like sleeping in a curtain. And then I guess the next one he like volunteered to sleep with me. He was like, yo, I'll sleep with you this year.
I got Richard. I called Richard.
We're cool. Yeah. And we're all in there talking about like I think our like pillow talk that night was 90 Day Fiance, because him and his girlfriend watched 90 Day.
Oh yeah.
90 Day Fiance, and then me and him were talking about, because I started watching it and it started popping up on my Hulu. So that was our pillow talk.
Oh shit! I think it's commercial break time. It's commercial break time. All right, so let me get this going in a second, and then we'll be right back, Richard. Hang on.
All right, no worries. This is the first commercial break, right? Puppy break. Bella, come here. Where you at?
You never know when the lazy's gonna hit. All right, we's back. What up? Oh,
What's up, man? I don't see you at all, but yeah, I just thought I'd do a puppy break.
Oh shoot! Did I not hit the button? I didn't hit the button. I gotta go to the other cam. What happens when I don't hit the button? Although puppy break is good, I'm gonna put it on you guys.
Oh, I don't know if it was already on yet. All right, we can do. Oh, is it going now? Oh yeah. No, wait. I don't know. I'm watching the delay on the stream, so I'm like, this is crazy. Okay, we can want to do some tricks.
There we go. Bella's so cute.
Oh, your audio cut out now. Now I can't hear this.
Oh, can you hear me? Yeah, we should be good. Oh, it's the battery. Testing.
Right.
1, 2.
It might be my side now that's having issues. Hold on, let me see. I can't hear you, but it might be my headset. Might have ran out of batteries.
I can be like that sometimes.
BRB, another commercial break here.
I
got a backup here.
This is my new driver is hitting pretty good. If you guys are looking for cocktails,
usually it makes a noise though when it
watch the Lazy Jam. We got a couple. Floyd in the curtain JP, you remember that shit?
Yeti Chew.
That's good.
Yeti. All right, I can hear you.
Hey, there we go. Welcome back. Oh my gosh, dude. Commercial breaks, man. I love them and I hate them.
Yeah. I think we have a commercial coming up or something like that.
Yeah, there was a
big announcement.
There was some rumors and some news going around, all throughout the national scene. I didn't tell anybody, but apparently something was happening. I'm not sure what, but something.
I might have told some people within our inner circle because I'm bad at keeping secrets.
Do you have an inner circle?
It's the same inner circle that we have. Like,
is it the same circle?
Well, it's about like pretty much Run SFL people, like, because they're all.
I know I always tell everybody Run SFL is basically just arguably.
I didn't tell Anthony from your team though already. Anthony knows.
Oh, Anthony knows about things. Well, I don't know. Maybe we'll let people know what people don't know what they don't know, Richard. They don't know what they don't know. What we want to know right now though is this shirt. We were talking about Dragon Ball with Lancaster earlier. Fucking Ginyu Force. Yeah. What's the story behind this shirt?
So pretty much I was looking for a KQ shirt and I found this. So this is the first Bumble Bash I went to. BB3, we played with the Mar and the Mar Queen.
Oh yeah, you did go to BB3.
Yeah, so I went to BB3. It was me, Amar, Craig, Stucky, Jenna Reynolds, and Alan Dang. We all played together and we were all Ginyu Force. And I guess we voted on the name. Everybody's like Ginyu Force. And Mar doesn't really watch Dragon Ball. He was like,
that's hilarious. That's a very Amar thing to do.
Yeah, he was like, well, you guys can take it because you guys voted that you guys wanted it. And then, we have photos too where we did the poses. And then we did it with like Domish. I think if you like go to the BB3 photos, we did where Domish switched out. And I was like, yo, could this be like one of our team powers? Like, we can just, at any point in time, because Captain Ginyu's.
Yeah, I was going to say, Captain Ginyu can do it.
Swap. Yeah.
Hit him with the body swap.
Yo, can we pull a body swap and have like Domish like mid game or whatever?
Just like if you're playing the other team, you can body swap with any of their teammates.
But then Domish would just throw we could just throw so his team could win and do a body swap back.
That'd be hilarious. Did you guys like break it down where you all had like like Amar's Captain Ginyu, or like did you guys like have people? Who were you?
I think I don't remember who I was actually anymore. I think I was this guy. I remember his name though. The purple and whatever guy.
But
and then I think yeah, Berta, yeah. And then I think we all picked different characters, and Alan was the last one. He's like, I guess I'll be like the short, jumpy.
Yeah, guy. I was like, who's Goldo? Okay.
I think that's like what freaking Alan was like. I guess I'll just be him because you guys are picking the other guy. I was like, I felt bad too. I was like, dang.
Listen, Goldo is the most powerful of the Ginyu Force. The only one that has telekinetic powers. He would have won. He got cheated. It was plot armor. He should have won. But God, Ginyu Force is so fucking funny.
I like the Ginyu Force. They are funny, dude.
We have a couple characters like Floyd. Floyd is forever Zarbon. Pre-transformation 100%, Zarbon. 100%. Right? That's like spot on. Everyone agrees. I don't know if there's like any other specifics. I think it's just Floyd that like adopts a Dragon Ball Z persona.
I guess. I don't know, man. I remember when I was like, man, I'm like Goku, but then in the end, I was like, no, I'm not Goku. I'm fucking Vegeta. I'm not like
right.
You know?
Vegeta.
Like, I remember I came to a realization like, dude, I want to play good people so I can get better. I was like, I'm kind of like Goku, but then I was like, no, I'm a little bit more mean. Like, I'm not like I'm super nice. I'm like super friendly. So I'm like, you know what? And I came to a realization like, I'm freaking Vegeta, dude.
Dude, you know why you're Vegeta? You're Vegeta in like the Frieza saga, because all Vegeta was doing was telling Goku how fucking powerful Frieza was and how he needs to watch out. Do better. Go train in 500 times gravity.
He killed his dad and everything like that. So, yeah,
he's like, oh shit, it's Frieza.
Yeah, dude.
JP's in the chat. He's dropping the bomb. He's talking about the Okie Doke lore.
Okie Doke.
So the Okie Doke.
Oh gosh.
The legendary South Florida tech that is swept the national scene. No one knows and everyone knows what the Okie Doke is. You coined it. You came up with it.
Technically, I coined it, but you're the first to actually say that term and say the term. I was the one to make it an actual like thing, I guess. But yeah, you're the first one. You said it in Arizona when you guys did the tournament Cactus Clash. I think, while you were commentating, and he said, "Oh, that's the Okie Doke." And then so like, and then I think so. Yeah. So
because that was before that was before Queens Gone Wild 2, right?
Yeah. So it was should I tell you the full story? Pretty much in general terms, it's a bait maneuver.
Right.
A bait maneuver. 100% of a bait maneuver. That's pretty much what it is. But in detail, it's a bait maneuver in Killer Queen, but not inside the cab. It's outside the cab bait maneuver. So everybody that was staying at my house. I guess they were watching replays. I think Eduardo was like, "Yeah, what's the okie doke?" I'm like, "It's not a real thing." And you know what? Let's just. I remember thinking about this. Let's just keep on talking about this secret tech called the okie doke. I'm pretty sure people are gonna ask us what the okie doke actually is, but just use it, and people are gonna be like, "What the heck is the okie doke?"
Dude,
I want to know what this okie doke.
So many people asked us about the okie doke. It's
gone wild. We did it, but it was like one of the last tournaments before like COVID hit or whatever. Because we had it into February or whatever, or February sometime. So I remember text messages, like everybody was like at my house, like, dude, people were asking what the okie doke is. I'm like, dude, just keep on, let's keep on like pushing it, and it's just gonna be so funny because people are like really wondering what the okie doke is, and like I want to see people actually realize it's not a thing. Like be like. You can't. I was like, you can't tell them what it is until you realize and like say what it is, which is like, it's not a thing. It's a fake thing.
It's a thing, but it's a fake thing.
And some people are like, "Did you see it? We just did the okie doke." I'm like, yeah. I did see it.
Yeah. My favorite thing is just to tell them like, yeah, no. That's kind of like the okie doke. It's almost an okie doke. It's not quite. And they just keep like spinning their wheels like, God damn it, I'm gonna get this move.
So yeah, because it's called the okie doke, I made up some background story. I was like, yeah, there's a KQ community in Oklahoma because someone from Oklahoma is called an Okie. So I was like, that it came from the Oklahoma Killer Queens like scene. Like they're one person wants to actually like make it up, you know, like and do that move. So it's not really my move. I just thought it was just something completely ridiculous. So I just kind of.
It's a good backstory too, because aren't you from? You're from Oklahoma, are you not?
Yeah, I'm from Tulsa originally. Yeah. I was born and raised there, and then I moved to Texas like 14, 15, and then I moved here afterwards. So
that's fucking gnarly, man.
No, but now there's a cabin in Houston, which I need to go back. I'm waiting for my mangoes to get ripen up, and then I'm gonna bring some mangoes back to my family.
Oh, that's like dude, Florida mangoes are the top tier of mangoes. Period. Floyd's in the chat now. I had a Florida mango for like the first time ever. I don't know if it was one of the ones you gave me because you brought some to Glitch one day.
I gave you some ones I have are different. They're not like the big juicy ones. They're like kidney shaped, and there's like 300 different like strains of like. Yeah, but it's like a mix. I think it's like a hybrid of like, I don't know what it is, but it's so good though. It's a honey mango, like some sort of variant of honey mango or something like that. But I think I've given Sebastian some before, and he like ate a whole bunch of them. Sebastian, I've given him like Vietnamese sandwiches too, and he's like loved the Vietnamese sandwiches I've given him too. But mangoes, I think he's already asking me when the mangoes are coming around again. Like the mango tree is a blessing and a curse at the same time. Like neighbors will ring your doorbell to grab them, and you'll tell them no, that you're saving somebody else, but they'll still like walk right in front of you. I don't know, man. It makes people
talk to us about mango thieves.
Yeah, it's crazy what people do for mangoes. I'm like, dude, and then it's because my mangoes are like not the normal mangoes; they're like different. And people
your mangoes bring all the boys to the yard.
It really does. It really does. So it wasn't me as my ex-girlfriend at the time. She's like, I was traveling to Nicaragua. She's like, yo, somebody rang the doorbell. I said no. And I literally saw them still get out and like grab mangoes. And like, I stared them down and they still just walked away and just took all the mangoes.
They took the mangoes anyway.
I was like, dude.
Fucking mango thieves, man. Don't be a mango thief, guys. It's mutual consent on mango transfers. JP's in there. He's making fun of me now. He says MJ believes in the okie doke.
He thought you forgot about the last one. I'm like, no, he knows. He's still going with it because you said I coined it. Technically, you were the first one to say the okie doke, and it came originally from you commentating.
Right.
And you say, oh, okie doke right there. Like, that's it. I think you said right there. And then there's a dude. Everybody thought that was a real move or something like that. And
the move now is it's only an okie doke if I do it. That's the thing. It's only an okie. It's my move. That's what it is now. It'll just die. It'll die with me.
They thought maybe over the time that you forgot about the okie doke being a troll move. Like, no, I'm like 100% he still knows. Otherwise, he would have said it's coined.
It's when you're undercover too long. You start to believe the lie.
Oh yeah, that's method. That's real method. You had to be a real method.
I was methoding.
You're so good at acting that it came off, and you fooled JP into thinking. Dude, you fooled all of them. Like, no, he knows. Even when I came to the coffee shop, I had to come back and tell him, like, no, he remembers. Like,
yeah.
He knows it's still a troll move. Otherwise, you got yourself trolled in the end. It's like
it's so fun, man. It's a really funny move. It's a good move. I feel like with everything that's going through and what we've been doing and whatnot, it's been really cool, man. And I think one of the things I was thinking about when you were talking about getting the nuggets for the scene and whatnot, it's really interesting to think that like Richard Van is the one who's like keeping South Florida like in check, like in terms of traveling, keeping us humble, like keeping our expectations realistic, and getting the training, pushing, training, moving, learning new tech, bringing it back and pulling it together. I remember you were one of the first folks, at least in South Florida, to get the drone tech kind of under control and spread that around. Now Joe B's got it, Patrick's got it. Other folks have picked up to it and have got it and got the half taps and can bounce and all these things, bumping in the tunnel.
There's different tricks. No, there's a lot to objective. Like playing objective, it makes a huge part because you control where the warriors and the queens have to go when you do it, and then literally you can be annoying as hell. The more annoying you are to them, the more you're stalling time and you're trading a warrior for a drone pretty much and taking one position out of play the whole time too.
Right.
And, like you've seen me like do like triple drone bump kills like and actually do hat tricks like with that stuff too before too. So there's a lot of tech there. And then even Joe, I've asked him because he's gotten like the secret national objective. I was like, dude, do they know some of the tricks that I figured out on my own? Like They're like super annoying. He's like, as he said it to me, I was like, dude, they don't have it down at all. They don't know like the secret drone spots. Like, the OP, like the dust map one that I always talk about all the freaking time. It's like you go bump queens. It's a longer stick than even the day map stick. So I was like, dude, it's OP. Like the opener that I told you, I think that's like the main opener you should do if you're.
You gotta keep certain stuff in the house. I definitely agree. Like we like to. I think South Florida benefits from the national scene always kind of not knowing what we're up to. Like we're always in the lab, but no one knows. But like we live in the hyperbolic time chamber. You know what I mean? To just keep everything in the DBZ timeline. One of the things that you pulled in was like flexing really well for arguably. So biggest. There's a couple big moments I can think of playing with you in tournament because we don't really play all that often, to be honest. We only really play
when we put arguably together.
Like when we travel or things like that. So when we were at Queens Gone Wild 2, I always remember the match against Kyle. And even before that, I feel like before that we got to talk about the stool. Let's talk about the stool first, and then I'll get to that because I think the stool is like a secret. It's like a Horcrux. It's got some of your power in there. It's like a talisman or something. Like when you've got the stool, it's a whole different game. But like, talk to me about the stool. Honor, the sixth member of arguably, and like how you work that out because you didn't always play with one, but now you do.
I didn't play with one, but I'm getting old, so you turn it back. The thing is, the reason why I like the stool is one is like you can sit down, you're already like perfect line of sight, like you're at the right level of it. Otherwise, like if you're really tall, like Levy dude, he's gotta freaking like crouch or you gotta do like the lunges like crazy. And then like it having the chair, you're already at a peak position. And then I even have like a way I put the chair down. I put like the pointed portion. Facing
towards the cab,
or the joystick, because then your legs can go around the other two, and you're not taking up any more space than you normally are when you're standing.
This is the level of tech.
You have and then by putting like the thing there, you always have the same like hand position because you're always like at the same exact spot. But it's like you're at perfect level, at perfect everything, and then people can't really push you around and like whatever too. Like having that stool, especially at Glitch when they have like the dance bar too, it's like they can't really. You're nailed down to the ground too.
Right, they're not bumping you and running you over with all their crazy dance moves to Geo playing Bohemian Rhapsody for the 5th time.
It's better on your back, and then like for long games, man, like dude, we used to play because we have a free cab, dude. We used to sit on that cab for not recently, but like we used to sit on it for hours when we first started playing. Like me and JP would play, and then we'd say we're gonna go home, but we never went home, and we just closed the bar. And then we would sit outside on our motorcycles talking about KQ. Like before Red Bull, that's what we did. Like multiple times before Red Bull, and then even Dwight would walk out. I was like, dude, you guys are like putting way too much time into way too much. But JP is like me in the fact that he goes out 1,000% in everything he does.
Same, very same. You guys are super similar that way. There's also like the joke of you guys basically interchanging, and like sometimes you'll be JP and he'll be posing as Richard, and like no one will be able to tell the difference. You guys will just pretend to be each other.
I think it started with his birthday. People would mix us up during his birthday, like, oh, I heard it's your birthday. I'm like, no, it's not my birthday. It's JP's birthday.
Fucking birthdays. I feel like that's like a big part of arguably too, right? Like I think we probably, I don't know, because I don't know what the other teams talk about, but I feel like it wouldn't be a wild guess to say that we probably talk about KQ, like when we're at our peak of playing and like pushing towards something, I feel like we eat, sleep, and breathe KQ. Like we're talking about it all the time. Floyd will come in with a strategy. You'll come in with some tech. JP will talk about this new maneuver he's trying to unlock. Joe B will talk about this new tech he's unlocked in drone, like figuring things out. Oh, I figured I could bump this way. You know, optimizing all the time. And I love that because it's like so energizing. Like when you've got a group of people that are just always figuring out how can we be better, how can we push
when
this,
move that. When we have tournaments and we're playing together, like dude, that chat is like nonstop. And then like I always come in with input, but like it's always like at 5 o'clock in the morning after I'm done playing a video game, or like after I first because my sleep schedule's like all over the place from whatever, but I know that like you're like, dude, you just message like at random times of whatever.
Right, we come in and figure it out. That's been some good stuff. I think it's helped us a lot, like try to lock our stuff in. Because one of the things we were talking about from BB4 that we learned, it's like we have a lot of individual strengths on things, but BB4 kind of taught us like we have to do a better job pulling all those strengths together and like really maximizing on traps and like the cohesion between our teamwork. Because like JP can catch anybody at any point in time. You can catch anybody on like on a bump or a tech maneuver or something, and
we all work out pretty well together, like cohesively, because Floyd's one of the weird side cabbers that like to get a side cab.
He likes to play the side cab.
Because he likes to play the side cab as a warrior, him and JP are next so they can communicate, but they've gotten to the point where they can kind of communicate without talking to a little bit.
Right.
And then because I used to play a lot of Objective 2, I could talk to Joe and then coordinate stuff with Joe as flexing, and that's so we're in a position where we're like that. And then the other things that make us cohesive too is JP and Floyd, they play aggressively together and they kind of teamwork together in that. And then I usually play a little more like anchor, like just try to stay alive and then try to like do what we need to do, like lock down the gates that like are not being covered at that point. That way you can get to it on your own time, or be where I need to be to kind of cover the steps so that way they can do their thing too.
Yeah, so they can get back up and move.
Yeah, so that way then like for instance like the Kyle's thing, like we're already on our way out. Like I was like, okay, now I was like, this is immune. If I continue to like do control, like we're already on a losing. So I had to play aggressively at that point because we were gonna lose that. Like he only needed one more game. You were on last already. He still had 2 lives. And like I had to make a play otherwise, and then it happened. And then it's from watching Kyle. Like I used to look up to Kyle as Queen when I played a lot of Queen. I just don't have the temperament to play Queen. But,
right.
I just knew that I saw him coming in for a lazy J, an actual lazy J. And I knew it. I was like, I'm shooting out because I can see when he's doing it. And then I was like, oh shit. And that's just from watching him play that I knew what he was doing and called him on it. And then that got the second kill on him afterwards.
My fucking favorite memory of Queens Gone Wild 2 is that game, but like not just because we won, which was like, oh my god, because I had never beaten Kyle in a set. It's like hard enough just to take a game off the guy, and like the teams that he builds, like he always has really good people on his team. But like watching the replay of the cam and just seeing you fucking pop off on the stool, like you stood up on the stool where like you could only see like your torso on the cam because you were standing up so high, and you're just like, you're just full of like energy, and it was such a hype moment.
I chanted Okie doke, I think, afterward. But I rewatched it too because I was like so hyped, and I was like, "Yo, we're watching it again." It's like it actually downplayed. I was a little bit scarier I think I'm scarier in person doing the shake rather than on the stream because you don't hear the audio as loud. You don't see the shakes as much.
Yeah,
but
man.
I think in person it was a lot more dramatic. When I did in person, I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah." It was a lot.
That was gnarly. You like that was the moment you saved the tournament for us. Like we were out. We were on our way out. I don't know if that was a reverse sweep, but I remember we were down.
That was reverse. Yeah, we were down. I think it was like whatever it was best of. They only needed to win 1 more. We needed to win 2 more. We won that one. And I think that tilted Kyle to the point where like he couldn't.
Right.
I guess it just messed them up their chemistry, and then we got the last one. I don't remember what happened. We did the last one as much, but it was. We still got that one. It wasn't like a crazy like stomp at all.
I think we went to dusk, but I couldn't remember like what exactly happened. But yeah, it was. God, that was such a great moment, man. Like just pulling that together.
The only thing, and the other thing too is like I think I'm the one that's like always like so for every time we play as arguably and we play a major tournament, I think I'm always the one that like always like, hey, this is what we need to work on. This is what we missed out on. Like so we went to BB4. It's like. We need to learn how to lock out. Yeah, we can kill people.
Yeah, the lockout. Yeah.
We're just letting them get back up again. Like we gotta learn to like. Then we need to like slow things down again, and now punish them for dying and not letting us come back up on an open feed again. Like we can't let them more. So we learned that on that, and then Queens Gone Wild. We just knew what we were doing wrong on Dusk Map, and we knew Dusk Map was our weak map.
Yeah.
So We just did not. Yeah. We just play dust map. And that was our bane of existence.
Dude, yeah, BB4, Jesus.
Yeah, we cracked down on Dusk now, but yeah, I remember we knew, like, going up to, like, even Laser Wolf was beating us on Dusk.
Yep.
And we couldn't do anything about it, so, like, yeah, we were just like, I don't care, we're just gonna win the other maps.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that was the mentality that we had with
yeah, at least in locally. Yeah, because I can remember talking with Woody, and, like, yeah, that was basically that whole night map where we had an advantage. We had them wiped at some point, we were moving, but we didn't lock out. We focused too hard on trying to push Snail. It collapsed. They were able to build back up, and they got us. And so, like, we learned that lesson. Then there's stuff like we didn't know about Dust Map, which New York taught us the hard way, you know. And it's like, okay.
But yeah, Dust Map was our weak point on Queen's Gone Wild 2. It was we knew going into Queen's Gone Wild that was our weakest map by a landslide.
Yeah.
And even when we did like scrim games with Laser Wolf, I think we were losing to Laser Wolf on Dust Map too. Like so we just overlooked it. We were like, whatever, we don't care about Dust Map. We will just not try to play Dust Map as much, and hopefully we win enough that we don't have to.
So out of all the maps, and, like, you know, from what you can remember, what is your favorite map? Like, between day, night, dusk, even meat, what would you say is, like, your favorite one to play and that you enjoy the most?
I mean, day is always got a place in my heart because that's the one that we always get good at. Like, that's like your first map. You never forget your first map, right? So,
right. You should get a T-shirt.
So that's like, yeah, you
never forget your first map. Yeah.
That's just how it is. Like, when we first played KQ, like, we only played that map, even though there's 3 others. I'm like, oh shit, there's other fucking maps.
Right.
How do you switch maps? Like,
right.
That's the thing. And then, dude, Dust Map, I actually like, because I just remember on Dust Map, as Drone, I just used to piss people off all the time on Drone. And then it's just this funny, and then reaction times, and then you see, like, you know how people would go across the cab to see who's playing Queen when they do that stuff?
Yeah.
People would do that in the very beginning when I was playing Drone, to walk over, and, like, this is, like, with our, like, our tryhards or whatever, but they'd come over and be like, who's playing Drone? Now they just know, it's like, oh, that's fucking Richard over there. That's like the most fucking annoying Drone ever, like, doing all this shit. Like, they just know, like, Richard's on Drone right now, right?
Yeah. Fucking, the OG annoying Drone.
Yeah, but it's just funny because I'll watch like 3 warriors or 2 warriors like try to get me off of Snail, like still try to force it, and like literally like everybody else just gets to do what the hell they want, like you know. So it was just it's fun just to do it. And I remember Dust Map was like the one that I could like actually hold down and like actually distract like 2 or 3 people at the same time. And like you can bully queens. You see me bully queens and like on Dust Map and bump them on that lower portion there. So
well, not everything you do is annoying. Some of the stuff you do is pretty damn cool, man. Like, even, like, within the scene and whatnot, like, we were talking about Queens Gone Wild 1 and 2. You house a shit ton of people, just, like, opening up your house. People come in there and stay. It's cool. Nikita, I think, stayed over there with you.
He stayed both years. No, Nikita's cool. I think Amar invited him the first year. And then, yeah, he loved it down here. I think he wants to move. I mean, even after COVID, I feel like he would want to move down here now because everybody from New York
doesn't want to move to Florida. Florida's got nice weather. What was that like hanging out with, you know, one of the creators of the game, super casual at the house, just chilling? He seems like a really cool guy, but you know,
he's a super cool guy. I introduced him to like Emily too. Tattoo artist Emily or whatever. Yeah. She was like, she didn't realize he was the one that did the artwork for it. She's like talking about, like, I have this idea for like Killer Queen. She was just saying out of nowhere, not knowing who Nikita was. I'm like, dude, this guy does the art for Killer Queen. And then he came out the second year, and then he like had dinner with her and everything like that too. But yeah, he was like, I think it was a question about like the shoes, whether they're high heels or whether
right
for her artwork.
Yeah.
And like I introduced them together. But no, he's super cool. I try to treat everybody like, I know when I went to first BB3, everybody's like, oh, that's Nikita. I'm playing next to like Nikita, whatever.
Right.
But I try to treat everybody like normal, like like I think if I didn't fangirl as hard because I just I feel like it's weird to like go up to like people and like you're like, oh, they're fangirling so hard or whatever.
It's like the celebrity status. I don't really get it either. Like people ask you, oh, who's your celebrity crushes and like what's this and that, and like part of me just comes back because like you've learned a thing or two after you grow up and you're just like, I mean, they're just people. It's like they have status, they do things, but like they sleep and poop too, right? Like
everybody poops. But
everybody poops.
My thing is like, I don't know, maybe it's like a mentality. It's like, if you know someone that's like famous or a celebrity, like maybe if you just treat them normally, they might just like talk to you like a normal person would on the street instead of like if you go up to them and like, hey, oh my God, you're blah 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 blah. They're gonna be like, get away from me, like like kind of.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's kind of grating, like ugh. I think that's the biggest thing. Like, I was thinking about who was it? A bunch of people. I mean, Dave Chappelle say the same thing. Mike Ross say the same thing. Just like, you get to that level of celebrity or whatever, and you're just like, the only thing I want in life is to be treated like a normal person. Like, can we just go back to when no one knew me and everything's fine? Like, sometimes you need like that reset, you know?
Richard Briggs cab tournament. That reminded me, they gave me a flashback. Remember when we did the Sharpie, not Sharpie, but the dry eraser on the cabs?
On the marquee? Yeah.
I thought that was a great idea. We wrote all the stuff on the top of the cab and did all this stuff. I thought that was really a cool thing, because everybody wrote like, it's like a yearbook signing, and then it just wipes right off afterwards or whatever. But I think it'd be cool to like just get another plexiglass and then do it where we do it and just remove the plexiglass, and then we have like a Queens Gone Wild like overlay.
That would be dope. Yeah. That reminds me too, like speaking of the cab, you had engineered the little protectors that go over the buttons.
That's JP.
That's JP. I did it.
That's JP.
JP did it. It was you. You're JP.
Dude, out of all people, man, you make supposed to be a JP.
It was you. You're JP.
It's because we have similar hobbies too. That's the reason why.
That does remind me. Brian Anson in the chat earlier from Jax. He wants to get some of those for the Jax cab. I gotta connect him with you guys. But those things are really good. I know you've made some. But dude, man, you guys have such cool tech. You've used the 3D printer to make some of the like trophies and stuff we've used at Killer Queen. Some of the bears.
The big bear that we have at the green one I did. That was like one of the first ones I gave to Dwight or whatever. I printed off. It was the biggest print I could do on my smaller printer here.
I thought the coolest thing you've ever made with that thing, at least from what I've seen, is the Plague Doctor cosplay that you did. That was pretty sick. But like the voice modulator, the red eyeballs and everything. How long did that shit take you to make?
I used 2 printers at the same time. I had paint put together, but to print it, all the parts, was probably like 2 days worth of printing through 2 printers. So 2 of the same exact printers. I did that, and then it took me some time to paint it and do all that stuff, and then the voice stuff.
Right.
It took me a good solid week, because if I don't finish it in like a couple of days, I'm never gonna finish it. It's kind of like editing videos. If you don't edit it right away, it's never gonna get finished, dude. So
me.
No. But the stream, I remember the stream. Like, I want that lightning bolt stuff back, like the lightning round.
The stream stuff. We got to bring all that stuff back, man. We were trying to put some of that stuff back together. I went in and just onto the cabs, like, oh, I'm at a glitch. Let me just try to figure out like if I can get back there and tidy up some stuff and see what's what for the eventual comeback. But it's I think
it was when Geo. I think he messed up our.
It accidentally all got deleted. Yeah. We had some cool stuff. We had the stats, like. You had programmed the code in the game on the side.
That's from what's his name in New York, dude. That's awesome. And then dude, the blood. I still so it was the lightning. It was the lightning background with the rain effect, the fire effect. Then I changed the recolorization of it, so it was like a Halloween thing. So like it looks like a pumpkin riding a pumpkin instead of a snail. Right. Stuff. And then what was it?
I think like all the berries were green or something.
Yeah, and then I remember when I saw New York stream, they only had it a couple times when they had their, I think it's Friday nights, where they have the pinpoint, like it shows where the attack is. So they delay the game play, and then the overlay on top does a pinpoint on the map of where, like, so people go that watching can see exactly where the fight, like where the action happens.
Right.
Where the kills happen or whatever. I thought that was so cool. I was like, dude, I can edit this and make heads get cut off and put Killer Queen, and dude, that was. I thought that was hilarious. And then I think on yours, I started putting like Avatar Airbender over top of the overlay.
I remember.
I was like teaming in and like messing with your stuff and just like throwing. I think there was one where I threw the snail on because it's also the main screen that's on the DJ booth. And then James was like, what's going on with snail? Why is the snail moonwalking? I'm like, no, that's Richard. He just put a fake snail and is making it walk backwards.
Right, yeah, because people would watch they'd watch the stream and they wouldn't be able to like tell which snail was real. Why are there two?
Because it's the same drone. It's the same sprite for all drones when you're riding the snail. It's going to have a chess piece on it. So
you should set it up to be like a GIF that's moving, like right at the beginning, like the snail's moving but no one's riding it. It's like who's moving the snail? Just hide the layer. There's a lot of cool stuff like that you've been getting into, man. I think it's really fun. It adds a level of fun. It's interesting. It's cool. It's one of the things that I think that, but like when the scene comes back, like I want to get back into that stuff that's fun. What do you feel like when the scene comes back in? Like, what do you want to see from it, like locally, right? As someone who's been there since the beginning and kind of understanding how things are, you know what I mean?
So we've talked about this a lot like a lot, but I want to see a new influx of actual new people and not just OGs playing.
Yeah.
So like, I think all scenes have an issue with like brand new players coming in and then getting on the same level as like OG players. And I think and I told you what it is like, I think just like how video games are, when you play in, you know, ranked mode, there's different tiers. There's like, you know, silver, bronze, and like, you know, gold and like platinum tiers. So whenever we did our draft nights, and I guess a lot of the OGs didn't come out because of COVID or whatever, they started bringing back our draft nights. You said that we had like 6 full teams of 5 of like, and then only like 3 of like the people that actually played KQ were like there.
Yeah, it was like
and
all new people.
Yeah, and then now we have an actual influx. Now that I come back, I meet these people too that are new, and then they're like, they're new tryhards. Like they wouldn't, I don't think they would be there if the OGs were there just stomping on them, because it's not fun playing KQ when you have no clue what you're doing wrong,
right?
And you don't know at all to do better, and you're just like, you're still just learning the game, and you're getting stomped on. It's like when you go down on like a Saturday night at Glitch, and everybody's just having fun, and like not the OGs, but just like random people playing, you'll see they're like screaming at each other like, oh, that's so awesome, blah blah blah, like, but they have no clue like any tech, they don't know like that. You need to get them hooked and baited, and like I said, it's like get them hooked and baited before like you play them. So my mentality was like, hey, have like a different league when we have our off season, like after Bumble Bash, have us kind of like the OGs have our own night that we play that we don't really fraternize with the new people. Get the new people to play and have them, get them hyped up and have them like feel like they understand the game and get a grasp of it. Have run like a couple killer heats or monthlies, so that way they build their own teams and have some sort of camaraderie. So if it's not just the gameplay, it's also the friends there. And then we'll come back 3 months into it afterwards, like with our full teams. And then when they get like, you know, when they play the competitive teams, it'll be as if when you travel, like I've always explained, losing to a local team feels different than losing to when you're traveling and like, using it.
Yeah.
And then it's all because you're like, oh my God, I want to get so much better. You have that Goku aspect, like I could get so much better now. Whereas like when you lose a local team over and over and over again, it's like discouraging. Like, I just want to quit instead. So like it's different. And my mentality is like, if you kind of do it the other way, like how we're talking about, like having a different tier, they don't know about the better people yet, and then they kind of come in after they're hooked, they might have that effect of traveling without having to travel, and then they'll want to get better because of the fact that they're already like deep into the game, hooked into the game.
Right. Yeah. No, I think you're absolutely right, man. I think it's a good.
And that's what I want to see, and that's what we're actually seeing. It's like, dude, we got like Dawn, we have what's her name, Tiffany.
Tiffany, yeah, Tiffany.
Yeah. We have a whole bunch of people that we have. You said Tyler. There's a new guy named Tyler too, right? There's a whole bunch. I don't know their names because like I just go out there and they're like, oh yeah, and then Joe P will be like, yeah, that's the guy that I showed you that tech there. That's the guy that showed me that drone tech. He's like, oh, you're the guy. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, man.
And then so it's like, it's funny, but it's there's a lot of new people out there. They still got a lot to learn, but they're already like hooked in the game. They would not be hooked if they were just getting stomped on and not knowing why they were getting stomped on.
It's cool to see like people are, you know, they're coming back in. Vaccines are going out. I heard some folks like even within have gotten their vaccines going. Joe B got his. You've got your second one. That's
I think my second one tomorrow morning.
Yep.
Yeah. So I got my second one coming in tomorrow morning. Pfizer. And so yeah, are we saying the announcement or whatever?
Oh, the announcement. Oh yeah, the announcement. Are we doing the announcement about the thing that's happening?
About the thing. Yeah. What was the date again? It was July
17th. July 17th.
I don't know. I think this is a good thing. You know, like everybody wants to play KQ. We've played KQ in South Florida. We've been back already for some time. I think a lot of the OGs aren't as tryhardy now because there's nothing to look forward to. Like we had the monthly. I think people got back a little bit for that, but there's nothing like an invitational. There's nothing like BB4. Like BB4 is like
there's nothing to look forward to, right?
Yeah, so I think everybody has gotten over the fact that we can just play on the cab again, but they want something to look forward to. So I think July 17th, I heard, is the first invitational. Do you want to?
July 17th, we're gonna be doing what might be the first open invitational since the dark times, and the way that we're thinking to do it, it's gonna be, you know, only for the folks that want to come. There's a couple things of how we're going to put this together because we were thinking about it. The first thing is, you know, it's got to be comfortable and safe for everybody. And some folks are not going to be down for it, but we think now that the vaccines are coming out and, you know, the businesses have really gotten a good sense of how to manage their crowds and their people. And I think Glitch Bar is probably one of the best to have done it. especially in South Florida, they are absolutely fantastic with their staff and keeping everything together. It's been really great keeping that environment really safe, enforcing masks and this and that. So July 17th, what we're going to do, we're going to open up a open invitational. It's going to be a minor. It's going to be the first official South Florida minor to complement with the Queens Gone Wild major that we typically do, that we haven't been able to do, especially, not this year. Thankfully last year, but not this year. And we want to invite the people who are, got cabin fever to come down to Florida, kick it with us, go to the beach, do a bunch of outdoor stuff. But the trick is to do the actual tournament. To participate in the actual tournament, you have to be able to show proof of vaccination. That's just, we're going to run this thing with that particular rule. If you're just going to Glitch, you can go to Glitch. You don't have to show any vaccination to use the business or hang out or come down. But if you're going to participate in the tournament, then you have to show proof of vaccination. And that's not only for the safety of the players, but also for the safety of anyone working, the staff, and this and that. We're definitely in support of vaccination. So that's what's going to be. I think it's going to be really fun, man.
In May, I think Biden said that in May he requires the states to all have vaccinations pretty much for readily available for anybody that wants it. And then
Florida's already rolling them out. I think Publix is handling it. They've got like a queue 7 a.m. in the morning. Because in case some people haven't heard about this, I just learned about this today that Publix is doing this. But 7 a.m. you can log into a website that they've got. You have to Google it, Publix vaccine, public COVID vaccine. 7 a.m. you get on a queue and you can get in line to basically schedule an appointment on the upcoming following days for your choice of one of the vaccinations, which is like, I think Moderna right now and Johnson & Johnson is what they have. So, 2-shot, 1-shot, but it's really good. Yeah, it's really, really good. So we're going to be doing that.
I talked with some other people too that were feeling left out because they actually got the real, Rona. They got Rona or whatever.
The real one.
Yeah, I mean, and so I think the other thing we need to talk about too is, I guess if they have a positive antibody test, which pretty much means that they have the antibodies for their same thing as vaccinated, but they got it because they got inoculated by the actual coronavirus. But I guess it has to be done within a certain time. But I guess we'll figure out the details on that. But
there's a lot of details still to put together, and we'll see what's what. But that's the big announcement. We're going to be putting that together. So for those of you guys that may be looking to travel, maybe coming down, it'd be great to see a lot of our Jax folks too, and just people that are kind of willing and able. It's not for everybody, and that's fine. We definitely say if you're not open to travel, and even with vaccines, we know some folks are not down for that, and that's perfectly okay. But for those of you that are looking to get out, kick it a little bit, and just kind of be able to go somewhere now that vaccines are coming around and things are really kicking back together, we definitely want to invite you down South Florida. We're still got to come up with a name. Haven't even got a name yet, just a date.
I know. I think we're changing from Queens Gone Wild. I don't know. I still like Hive City.
Hive City.
And then we can have a transition because we're trying to change it. So Hive City, and then in caption below we'll just call it Queens Gone Viral, and then just like underneath as a frame. So it's like a transition from Queens Gone Wild to like Hive City, and then I still like that Rack City.
Nah, it'll be dope. I'm looking forward to it too, because I think if we do it right, it could be a really, like, the tournaments are always fun, but like, as we've been talking with everybody for the Lazy J, like, just being able to see folks and hang out, I think is probably one of the bigger things that would be really cool. So we're gonna get in there, plan some beach days, plan some food, some outdoor barbecues and stuff like that.
I'll
be a
take
good summer vacation.
I'll take the winning team on an airplane flight through Miami.
Oh, here we go.
I can only take 3 people from that winning team, so I might have to be 2 trips. Or maybe like 2 people from that team won't trust me enough to jump in the plane. So, yeah.
They can draw straws. Yeah. No, that'd be dope.
They can draw straws, or I could just do two flights. But I'm pretty sure some people won't trust me to, like, this guy just learned how to fly. Like, I'm not gonna jump in a plane with him.
Well, you've got some pretty good footage, man. You've put in, how many hours have you put into flying so far?
I have like 100 and I think I'm at 120 hours right now flying. I haven't flown as much this year because I've been busy.
And you got night flying. Like that test is pretty rigorous. Like
No, it's a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. So it's not for everybody. I think they say like 20% of the people that even get a student pilot's license even get any kind of license afterwards. So
right.
It's not for anybody. But
Oh, that's dope, man. I think it's gonna be super fun. I'm really looking forward to it. It'll be fun to get in there and play, see some folks commentate. Big turnout, small turnout, and I think it'll just be something nice to look forward to. So July 17th.
To get motivated. Like honestly, like I'll play. It's fun to play, but dude, it's fun when you have goals and you want to like actually rank in something and actually play. And knowing and seeing people again too is like really nice too, to have everybody come through. And I don't know, it's I do miss Killer Queen, but I miss the competitive nature of it. And then people visiting Florida as much as well too, and getting to show them like what we have down here to offer.
Absolutely, man. Which is a hell of a lot. This has been the Lazy J. I'm with my main man, Richard Van, doing what he can for his fellow man. This has been a really fun one. I want to leave it on the bomb so that's fresh in the brain for everybody, man. But do you have any stuff coming up that you want to share, talk about? I know you've got your Discord server. You guys have been campaigning to play Rust and get everything going.
No, that's just my Discord server. They have people that play games with. Dude, we were talking. Okay, there's two things before I forget. There's new guy in Chicago. I didn't tell him anything about the tournament or whatever, but he had this idea. He already has a design for it, but it's a badge. So we need to talk. You need to talk in the CMOM group. But figure out who else is doing invitationals. It's like a magnetic thing. So each time you go to a tournament, there's a token, and it goes on. Like we talked about it, but he has a design already. But it's like a Pokemon badge for like each of the freaking each of the Pokemon gyms. Like you go, so we could have like, I guess. Yeah, we could have like Cerulean City because we're on the water or something like that version, or like we could have our own thing, but we have our own token and it goes magnetically on it, and people that travel around, they'll get like, once you fill up all of them, it'd be pretty cool. To have a special one that's made out of like a different color for winning, like people that actually place. So you could actually have like,
dude, okay, so I was hyped before, but now I'm like hella hyped. I just want to collect all that shit now. Why haven't we done that already? You just put it in like a honeycomb pattern and collect all the shit.
Exactly. Like, dude, talk to new guy. I don't know his real name, but he's on the Chip Watches thing. But I wanted to tell him so bad we had a tournament coming up.
Oh wait, his name is actually New Guy, because we were playing Among Us and there's a guy called New Guy.
That's him. Talk to him about it. I wanted to tell him so bad about it. Like, to hang out in Chip Watches freaking Discord.
Yeah. We were playing Among Us like literally on Saturday with New Guy. Dope.
So talk to him about it, and then Julius from Dallas. He's on Ship Watches thing too. He talked about doing like a private, kind of a role-playing, kind of PvP server for Rust. This is probably not gonna happen. I'm just pushing Rust on you guys. But literally, it's just all the KQ scenes. We all have our own little regions in it. We just team up with our KQ scenes, and we could have it where you don't PvP in a certain area, like how that is. And I would play that, and we could actually. It kind of gets us into Rust too, but it'd be fun just to do. And I wouldn't PvP because it wouldn't be fair. I have way too many hours in that game.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's got a lot of hours in Rust. That's fucking dope. Play Rust. Look out for July 17th. Clear that calendar. Check your flights. Come down to Florida. Come see us. We miss you. You miss us. Don't lie.
I'll post up flights. I'll probably look up flights later on tonight while I'm in bed for all the different regions, and then I'll post it up. I'll do a spreadsheet where I can see what the current prices are for.
Yeah, we got to get some stuff going and get some signups and whatnot. Get some.
I would get flights in now while they're cheaper. They're going up in price as we speak. So I would get flights now if it's cheap right now, and then people that are staying at my place hit me up before my place gets full, because it's always freaking full here.
Yeah.
So, and then I have extra space now at the spot. So I think that's it.
That's fucking dope. Thank you so much for coming on, man. It's less bath bombs than I originally imagined, but this has been really, really fucking fun. Richard Van, one of the best to ever do it. Thanks so much for coming on, man. Being my teammate. Long time. This is good. This has been the Lazy J. Take it easy, man. You're going to go play Rust now, right?
Yeah, I'm going back on Rust now. That's
okay.
For me. All right, bye.
Have fun, buddy. Have a good night.
Yep, you too.